Have you ever lain in bed at night and you're staring at the ceiling, tears running down your face, and asking yourself, why am I like this? Why can't I just be normal? Why can't I just be happy with what everyone else wants? I spent so many years feeling like a total weirdo. Something was defective in me because I feel like I was so different. And also because my dreams, they didn't fit the template that I was handed. And I remember praying, God, why? Why did you give me these crazy ideas if I cannot reach them? Why did you make me so restless? My name is Webley, and this is day 7. And today is for the black sheep. Today is for the women who were told they were too ambitious, they were too independent, and they were too much. If you have ever felt like you are speaking a different language than your own family, this video is for you. So, to understand why I felt so crazy, you have to understand the environment I came from. In my culture, and shout out to all my immigrant families, West African, Caribbean, Asian, this pain, normal. And it's very specific, right? If you are smart, you have exactly 4 career options. That's it. You can either be a doctor, a nurse, an engineer, or a lawyer. That's it. If you want to do anything else, people look at you like you've lost your mind. And here is the kicker. I actually had the golden ticket. When I placed 10th for the national exam in Haiti, I had a full scholarship to any school that I wanted to go to, including medical school. So to please my parents, I chose medical school. And guess what? I went for 1 day to medical school and I quit. I said, this is not for me. I know if I study and I apply myself, I can do it, no doubt. But I said, this is not for me because I'm soft. I hate seeing people suffer. I cannot deal with pain, especially when I see children in pain. I knew I would be a terrible doctor because I'd just be sitting there crying with my patients all the time. So instead, I picked computer science. And let me tell you, the disappointment was very loud. People in my life thought I was throwing my life away. They thought I was wasting my potential. And I remember this one specific night while I was living in the United States. I was working full time and going to college full time. And my schedule was brutal. I would leave the house at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I would not get home until 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. This was my schedule Monday to Friday. And on weekends, I lived in the libraries because I remember knowing all the libraries that were open till 11 o'clock at night, and the MIT library was open 24 hours because I was an employee. I had a card access, so I was always at the library. I was tired and I was grinding, baby. I was grinding. So I remember one night going home, I stopped at a Haitian restaurant to pick up some food because I was too tired to cook. And while I was waiting, this guy starts chatting with me. And he asked, what are you studying in college? I smiled and then I said, I was so proud. I said, computer science. The face this man made, he looked at me with this mix of pity and confusion. And he literally said, computer science? Why on earth would you do that? I thought you were going to say nursing or something. He acted like he was personally offended that I wasn't checking blood pressures. And he told me he's in Haiti, there are so many jobless engineers. You're wasting your time. So I stood there holding my takeout and I felt so small because when you are surrounded by people who don't understand your vision, you start to doubt even your own sanity. My family told me I was wasting my time. Even after I got to BU, even after I graduated BU magna cum laude, they were still telling me, they were still like, but are you a doctor though? Here's the secret to surviving the black sheep life. If you are the black sheep of your family, you don't need everyone to get it. You just need one person to validate you. Usually that person can be yourself. And for me, I remember I had a teacher back in Haiti who validated me. Her name is Geneviève Douillon. If I pronounce her name in English, Genevieve. She was my English teacher at a business school that I went after high school. And she was the only person I could talk about my crazy dreams. I would tell my family, but I would tell her. And she gave me a safe space. She used to look at me and say, Webley, you are way ahead of your time. And I think I was probably like 19 at the time. I don't remember the age exactly. But then she said something that terrified me back then. But now I realize what she had told me was a prophecy. She said, you are not a woman made for this country. She saw that my ambition was too big for the container I was in. She validated my crazy, y'all. She validated my crazy. Let me tell you, if you have a Genevieve in your life, someone who lets you be awkward without judgment, hold on to that person, hold on to them and thank them. And let's be real. It's not just career, it's love too. Because I dated this guy back in Haiti. He was the prize because he was studying to become a future doctor. And yes, he is a doctor in the United States today, so good for him. But we got back in touch years later while I was in the United States, and he decided to give me some unsolicited feedback. He told me, Webley, the kind of woman you are too ambitious, you are too independent. Men don't like that, especially Haitian men. It's going to be hard for you to get a husband. Can you imagine hearing that? At the time, I was a college student working full time. It stings and it hits that deep. And it hits that deep fear that every strong woman has. Am I unlovable because I'm strong? Do I need to act helpless? But let me tell you something. I am so glad for once in my life, not once, yeah, for another time in my life, I didn't listen to a doctor because, baby, my life partner today, he is my biggest cheerleader. He is my best friend. When I'm weird, he loves it. When I'm loud, he loves it. And if I told him right now, honey, I want to pack my bags and go study abroad and go get my PhD somewhere for 4 years, he would say, okay, go for it. We will figure it out. I remember once he told me, do not make me the reason you don't chase your dreams. I do not own you. So I hit the jackpot, not because I got lucky, but because I refused to trade my individuality for a relationship. I embrace the crazy. And if people think I'm weird, fine. I'm weird too. Because the weird ones are the ones who go to Paris for $80. The weird ones are the ones who go to MIT and are the ones who work at MIT and get MIT to pay for their degree at Boston University. The weird ones are the ones who end up happy. So if someone gives you a list of reason why you cannot fly, run, okay? Run like Forrest Gump. Run away from them and run towards your dreams. So I'm Webley, and I hope that I've inspired you today to rekindle the dream that they told you was impossible. Run towards that dream, run towards it. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 8.